Hey, it's John from yesterday, the photographer guy. That was so much fun photographing everybody, and it's great to meet new people. And so I want to let you know why I was there, and yeah, what's going on. So I've been a professional photographer for about 15 years. I just recently moved to the Valley from Boston a few years ago, and this was kind of like a sort of coming out thing of me as a photographer in the community and letting people know that I'm here and available. Just that I'm here as a photographer in the Valley, and I would love people just to know about me and to, if you wouldn't mind spreading the word, if you like if you like what you saw, both in the way that I worked with you and in just the end result, I would love you to tell people about me and your friends, and I would love to get myself established in the Valley as a photographer in different levels and different sides of things. And I'm going to be having a studio in Shelburne Falls coming fairly soon. Just so you know some of the things that you saw and what I do, let's start with the family photos. So first of all, my brand and my passion is primarily authenticity, and that's really what I care about, what I love, what I care about, and what my intention is to draw out in my subject, truthful sides of them, and bring it out bring it out so I can click. And sometimes it's the best side of you that you might not even know or be comfortable with yourself, but I might see it and bring it out and click. And so you get to see yourself sometimes very differently than you actually might even think that you are. So it's really often could be a transformational experience in a personal branding photo shoot, or just to get to see you even better than you are, even better than you know yourself to be. Like, of course, we all have judgments that somehow cloud our sense of truth about who we actually are, and that's my goal, is to bring that out and to find it and to show it to you so you can potentially be changed. And that was, is a big deal to me. But this sense of authenticity I bring into pretty much all of my works, and it shows up a little bit differently in each type of work I do. So let's just start with family photos. What we did yesterday was just like, I'm thinking, is it half? Is it a third? I think it's less than half. Like when I do a real normal family photo shoot, part of it is the posed photo, but even that, it's like, the whole family, the mom and dad, the mom with each kid, the dad with each kid, the kids together. So it's like a whole thing that I do, that I break it down like that. But most importantly, we also have candid. So part of the shoot, a very important part of the shoot to me, is finding a way that you guys just are interacting among yourselves and playing. We have some way that you can play together. And then, so I'm just capturing candids of you guys being a wonderful, loving, dear family. And that, to me, is really what I love about family photo shoots. But you get both, and they're both really, really important. And sometimes the candids are even more important, to get like almost a documentary of who you are as this wonderful family, and to be able to cherish that. Not just the family photo, but who you are, like how you guys are together. And that, to me, brings me joy. Family photos, portraits, so different headshots. So headshots and branding photos, sometimes they're sort of intermingled, I guess, whatever. So they're used kind of the same thing, but they're kind of different. A headshot is kind of like one thing. And I did a few headshots yesterday, and my intention for headshots is that, first of all, headshots have a purpose. The purpose is to influence your potential audience to say yes, to say, I want to work with you. And that is not just because of what you look like. It's about who you are. And especially the particular job you have, the particular service you're offering, is to bring out that side of you that is that magic that you are, to serve your clients, and to bring that to the surface, to click it so that your potential client can see and see the photo, but not just see who you are, what you look like. They say, wow, I get them. Like, let's think of a therapist. Like, I get who you are. Like, that the person can see your love, your openness, your warmth, and that sense of connection that they could, I think I'd like to work with you because I think I get you, the person. And that's like a headshot / branding photo. Branding photography is a little bit that on steroids, kind of like that, taking time to really find different sides of you to present to your audience, to influence them, to get to know you better in many different ways. and in different places and different sides of you and different. It's a more expansive on the headshot, getting to know who you are, but a more expansive that. Dating photos. That's really how I started off. And dating photos is such an unusual thing. Like I mentioned that to a few people yesterday, and they say, I don't want that. So it's, you can have your friend take a picture. It's like, it's like weird to think of selling my services as a dating photographer, because I can just do it myself. I can have a friend do it. This is different. And so I have a special way that I charge for dating photos. Sometimes I used to do this in Boston, where I would do it for free, and I just, it was obviously, there's a purpose, but I want you to see it first, because it's different. It's just so completely different, and the end result is a collection of photos that seem like they're snapshots of a year of your life, but we did it in a couple of days. I mean, not a couple of days, in a couple of hours, and it seems like it's just you being you, just you doing stuff, and they're candids, and I'm bringing out those sides of you that would be, that'd be great for a match, and that different sides of you that somebody might want to get a sense of who you are. And it's a really beautiful experience, honestly. And often people, the way I mentioned before about seeing themselves differently, that often happens with the dating photo shoots, where you don't know how wonderful and beautiful you are. Sometimes you have the self-judgments, and somehow during the shoot that goes away, and your amazing beautifulness is there, and click, got it. And then I get to show that to not just other people, but I get to show that to you, and you get to see yourself differently, possibly, and maybe forever changed. And that's really why I stuck with online dating photography, which was such an unusual career. And that's been my career in Boston primarily for 15 years. But anyway, so that's my specialty, is dating photography, specifically with excuse me, with people our age, people our age, divorced, middle-aged-ish people. That's kind of my specialty, is that. Specifically women, but really anybody of that age is really, you get this. You might not know how wonderful you are, and somehow you'll get to see yourself, I'm sure, very differently, and you get to see yourself, and then potential dates get to see your truth of who you really are underneath your own stuff. And that's my joy of bringing that. What else? Dating photos, wedding photos, family photos, events. My thing happens to be bar and bat mitzvah photography, and even for that, so I have a specialty with that too, which my passion with bar mitzvah photography is to take photos that prove how loved the child is. Really. There's a way that I figured out of juxtaposing. It's a weird thing of how positioning people, capturing certain things that are happening anyways in the event, capturing it a certain way, ends up being not just they were all having fun, but oh my God, everybody loved me. That for the kid to see the photo and see that to me, if I can do it, I'm going to do it, and I must do it. And then that's my gift to the kid, and that's what I cherish. And in general, the whole event, I'm capturing what I care about is I'm capturing the love, the joy, the passion, the connections. That's what I care about. That's what I'm really going to show you and capture for you, so you can remember forever. Oh my God, yeah, that, oh yes. Remember that juicy stuff, and the juicy stuff is really what I care about and love. I think that's it. Obviously, any kind of events. I do, weddings, of course, and any kind of events. And there's a bunch of pregnant moms there, and we can do, pregnant mom shot. Those are really just, those are special. Just really honoring your pregnancy and your belly, and it's just, they can be very, just really sweet. Just to take a moment to honor this moment in your life could be quite special. That's it. I think that's it. So if you, this was kind of long. Thanks for watching. If you could use any of these services, or if you could think of anybody that can, I need to get myself established in the Valley. And, I've been I've been doing most of my work in Boston over the last few years, and I really need to, for convenience sake, I want to work here, and I would love your help. And if you feel like that would be wonderful. And Wonderful to meet you and work with you yesterday. It was so much fun, and I hope you enjoy the photos. And take care. Bye bye.